Yeah. So before I wrap this up and take questions, one of the things that I do that really helps me get over distractions is I got to put deadlines in place that come with rewards. So I need to put deadlines in place when the outline needs to be done. That happens to be a real deal because I have to get the workbooks in and printed. So that really does help me because there's a real deadline. But also for the things that don't have real deadlines, I have to put in real deadlines and really trick myself into holding myself accountable for it, such as like putting rewards into place and sometimes even penalties. But I like to give myself the rewards first. I do like to make firm the wins and all of that, but sometimes the rewards aren't motivating enough for me. So if I go past my extension 1 or 2 times, I have to put penalties in place for me. And penalties are whatever they are for you that's severe enough that would like make you want to do it. Like, you know, I don't know, not eating dessert, making yourself work out an extra 30 minutes. I mean, whatever it is for you that's like, oh, that would be a penalty. Finding an accountability partner is really good because when you have someone else to answer to other than yourself, you're more likely to get something accomplished. At least you've like physically made it known in the physical universe. So it's kind of hard to go back on that once you've already stated it. Yeah, you know, last, with all the people that are your distractions, get in the habit of just upfront saying, look, I only have 5 or 10 minutes to talk about this, and then I have to get back to my work. I have to stay focused. So not trying to be rude, not this or that, but sometimes just letting people know up front so they know that you're on a schedule, so they'll trim down their time and like get right to the point. And it also gives you an out to be like, okay, yeah, now I got to go. I don't know if some of you are like me and you're really nice, it's really hard to cut people off. It's really hard to, like, for me, it's really hard to like get myself out of certain conversations and situations. Grant has no problem. He's like, I got to go, bye. And he's, you know, he's off and running, but I am a little more sensitive and do things a little differently. So I have to just get in the habit of training myself to just be like, okay, this is the deal. All right, so you've got a lot of little techniques here, okay? Make a list of the distractions, make a list of the things that you have to do, limit family distractions to X amount of time, especially if there isn't an immediate solution at hand. Definitely eliminate the regurgitation of all the drama that you've been through. I did a lot of that this week. It felt good. And I'm a really funny storyteller. So I like that I get to entertain people, but really it cost me a lot of time on working on what I really needed to accomplish this week. And it did set me back a little. And then put in your deadlines, rewards for if you hit your targets on time. If you push it out past 1 or 2 deadlines, you got to get your penalties in place. Find an accountability partner, and then just get in the habit of letting everybody know that you're on a schedule and you gotta adhere to it. And I think you'll find that you'll actually hit your targets and you won't be as distracted as you were when you were just letting yourself go on a free-for-all tangent like I did last week. How do you be really nice about saying I only have 5 minutes? People at my job get super offended when I don't give them the distracting time. You can't really worry so much about how other people are going to feel. Absolutely be aware, and you can do your absolute best to deliver it as politically correct as you possibly can, but at the same time, you can't allow other people to distract you from your goals. And at least, and expect to still hit them and your targets on time, or even half of the time. Like, I'm all about fast tracking. So, I've practiced. It was hard for me at first too, but I just practiced. I'm like, hey, you know what? I only have 10 minutes. I have this deadline on this project I'm working on. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, we can catch up later, blah, 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 blah. And then, I'm out the door. Like, I can't worry about everyone else's problems and situations and drama anymore. I used to do that. I just, I think you'll find that the necessity necessity and the priority level of where you're at in your life and where you're going. And as it expands and the more people come into the fold and the more random stuff that gets shot at you, and it will, the more that you have going on in your life, the more you're really going to have to master the art of that, because the higher you get, the more powerful you become, the more in charge you are. If you're running divisions and whatnot, the more people are going to come to you. They're going to want your attention. They're going to want you to solve their problems. They're going to want people want a lot out of you. So you really do have to become a master at delegating your time by controlling in a very positive way your space and the people in them. And there's nothing wrong with that.